The estranged wife of Jeremy Skibicki, who APTN has decided not to name, told court on Thursday about having a rocky relationship with him from the beginning in 2018 until she left him in the spring of 2021, one that was filled with emotional, sexual, and physical abuse. The Métis woman told court that for most of the relationship, she was on sleeping medication for PTSD. She said Skibicki and her would fight about taking them. At one point, she said he told her, quote, he had a fetish for Sleeping Beauty syndrome. She said he would have sex with her lifeless body because he liked rag dolls. If she didn't take sleeping pills, he would penalize her by sodomizing her. She met him at the Siloam Mission in Winnipeg on February 1st, 2018, she told court. Skibicki and two of his friends approached her, asking if she wanted to go back to his apartment. She said she was using crystal meth at the time and knew she wouldn't get a bed at the shelter, so she left with the men to Skibicki's. At the time, he was living somewhere else, not the apartment police searched in 2022. The estranged wife told court she remembers Skibicki telling his friends, I really like this one. She ended up staying with him for a few weeks. She told court she became pregnant from Skibicki, but it ended in a miscarriage. She said Skibicki kept her from leaving his place and took out all the phone lines. She recalled, quote, he would spit on me and laughed at me, and I sat there naked for a few days. She told court she tried to leave him and even found her own place, but he began coming there and causing ruckus to the point where she was evicted. She moved back with Skibicki but was allowed to come and go. On September 4th, 2018, she married him. She told the court she had nowhere else to go and she felt stuck. She testified that once they were married, he started getting even more controlling, telling her a wife has to listen to her husband no matter what. His emotional hold on her got worse. She even told court that he told her he put a chip in her body to track her. Around their first anniversary, she told court she was in treatment and filed for a protection order. Despite this, she testified the cycle of leaving and going back to him continued. Each time, the physical violence got worse. She told court at one point Skibicki pulled a knife on her. On another occasion, she said Skibicki was smothering her. When he stopped, she told him to keep going and that he would get caught anyway because police knew she was at his place. He continued to smother her but eventually stopped. Then in March 2021, she left to go to her mom's and didn't return. She said around that time she found out she was pregnant again. She testified that she told Skibicki on Facebook she was getting an abortion. She never heard from him again until the spring of 2022, communicating on Facebook from March 26 until May 17. On May 11th, they spent 2 hours together on a phone call that she initiated. She said, I had a terrible feeling about something Skibicki said to her 2 nights before. He mentioned having to do 3 life sentences, adding, please forgive me if I end up going to prison for life. Court heard that Skibicki didn't reveal anything else to her on that call, but she says she spent a lot of time praying for him. Defense also cross-examined her with questions focusing on Skibicki's state of mind. The trial continues tomorrow with testimony from another woman who knew Skibicki. T.R. Wheatley, APTN National News, Winnipeg.